Hi everyone. So, our topic was quite interesting. So, as a farmer, I want to have access to interactive and engaging learning tools that I can use while working on the field. Maybe not at the same time, obviously, so that I can continuously improve my understanding and application of sustainable farming practices. So, we had lots of crazy ideas, but the main one that kind of started as a basic thing is connecting people together. You could almost think about it as a WhatsApp group of farmers exchanging information between each other. We have probably 10,000 WhatsApp group. I have one with parents of Saint Gervais in my neighborhood where I ask lots of questions, I get feedback because we can share knowledge in a relatively local manner. But the problem with doing that only in a local manner is that your neighbors know as much as you do, most likely, because you already have very similar context and information. So with the help of technology, we can actually turn it from local to what is called global. Relatively local, but on a global context. So how do we do that? If we used sensor data, satellite data, there are new models that are incredible in terms of using, instead of a matrix type data analysis tool, you can use a spherical mathematics that are, it's kind of like moon math type of things. You need to be high level autistic to understand, to analyze weather data in a very efficient manner, to make predictions and analysis on your land, have data and sensors on your land, your soil, your water, put that all together in clusters of information, and then you can compare it to all the other farmers around the world that would have similar context to you, and then use an AI analysis tool that would put you together in clusters of information so that when you share a question or some information or some results of experimentation, actually everybody that it would be relevant to can also have access to that and share their own perspective into it. So let's say you have an issue I'm trying to plant wheat on this land, something is not working, maybe it's the soil, maybe it's the water, maybe it's the weather, but whatever context that is relevant to that question, you can actually have access to people that might not be directly next door to you, that might be in the other side of the world, but they had the same problem. They have a relatively similar context, and they had some results with what they were trying to do that solve that issue probably in the past. Or the way that you could also see it is that maybe we can find 5 different people that have a similar kind of problem, and then maybe we try 5 different things and we can compare the results. It's not like obviously somebody in Australia is going to do the same thing as somebody in south of Spain, but maybe they were doing something with a specific plant, and then we can look at this plant. It's like, okay, why was it working with this plant? I don't have this exact plant, but maybe I have something similar that I can have the same effect. Essentially, an ecosystem is not just a group of plants, it's actually a group of effects and processes, right? You put those 3 plants together because one is giving carbon, nitrogen, whatever it is. I'm not an agronomist, as you can understand, but basically, one plant, we were talking about the roots, would have different effect on the roots that probably drills deep down and allows the water to come back to it. So I'm not going to use that same plant that you use, but I can probably find in a list of hundreds of different plants that are native or compatible to my environment that can have the same effect. And then, people try and they get results or not, but they share with everybody that is relevant to them. So again, keeping a kind of local community, but context-based in a global manner. So that's it for us.